let's start with just for our audience, purely what you do, right? As a buyer's advocate. So talk to us a little bit about that in general, and then we'll start focusing down on some of the finer points.
Yeah,
So
no
let's
worries.
let's kick off, mate. I'll throw the mic over to you.
So people that don't know what a buyer's agent is, it's pretty much a real estate agent in reverse. So my job or my business is we do investment property only, Australia wide. So we basically help people build property portfolios. So we reverse engineer it. We start with the end in mind. If people want to retire on $2, $3, $4, $5,000 a week, whatever their goal is, we reverse engineer on how that's possible. We use a platform called Game Plans, and that maps out which properties we have to buy in what years to get them to their goals. And that's obviously individual person. They have to fill out all the details, their jobs, when they're going to get married, cars, kids, and it puts it into a chart and tells us how much money they're going to have to spend on each property. And then once we know that, we go out and find the properties. So they might need a high yielding property. First one might be more capital growth. And we find a diverse portfolio around Australia to help them get to their goals. So it might be one in Queensland, one in Adelaide, one in Perth, might be a commercial property, it might be a development site, it might be a renovation. But all we buy is existing property. We don't buy off the plan. And we do have a focus on renovation because that's the best way to extract equity to then buy the next property.
That's a perfect segue into my next question. So it sounds like it's quite granular. So the service that you offer clients with the renovation piece, like I get you buy the property for client, but with the renovation piece, are you hands on with that? Are you managing that for the clients as well?
100%. Yeah, we did about 20 renovations last year, managing about 7 at the moment right now in 3 different states. So the client doesn't have to do anything. We project manage it. Obviously, get all the invoices, get all the trades, do the whole thing from start to finish. So then they can extract equity out of that property faster, so they can buy more property, and obviously the rental yield will go up, sometimes $200-300 a week more because it's a fully renovated property.
Yeah, which we've actually seen with some of our mutual clients, to be honest. So some of the renos that you've handled for them, they've come back, within 6 months, a year, and there's that equity there already. So we can extract that and use it to buy the next property. So I've definitely seen real life examples, and I guess one that you've put up recently on your socials, property up in Queensland, I believe. There was significant growth there. In how long was it? Was it about a year and a bit?
Yeah, we did one today actually. It was 20% growth.
Oh, there you go.
Haven't even done the renovation yet.
Wow. So is that something you're giving to your clients as well? Like, are you going in and say 6 months, a year down the track, whatever, getting valuations done and showing that growth? Like, is that something that you're implementing with your clients at the moment?
100%, very hands-on. So once we buy the property, that's not the end of the relationship. I constantly talk to the property managers to make sure they're maximizing the best returns for your rental, making sure they're on top of things for maintenance. So little things can turn into big things. And then obviously keeping them up to date with how much it's worth. So then they can keep buying more and more faster.
Yeah, and I guess that's probably the importance of the relationship between yourself, the client, myself, the client, and then I guess between the advocate and the broker. We can structure the loan according to what they actually want to achieve over the next 1 to 5 years, let's say, or looking a bit more long term, 5 to 10. So there's certain things that we can implement as long as the communication's there and the trust and the relationships are built, I guess. Interesting. You mentioned commercial a bit earlier, so you're diving into the commercial space as well. So speak to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so commercials more for people who are maybe a little bit more advanced. They've already got a few residential properties, mainly because you need a lot more cash, obviously, to buy a commercial property. Usually around that 30 to 40%. And a good kind of commercial property starts at around 1.5 million plus. So if you straight off the bat, not many people have got $500,000 sitting around and got the borrowing capacity to borrow that kind of money. But once you've got 3, 4, 5 properties, we can pull all that equity out and then we can buy a commercial property. Just another good thing for a lot of people to diversify.
That's fantastic. That's a fantastic service that you offer, and I guess it all comes back down to the importance of relationships, and building that trust within your advocate, your broker, whoever it is that you engage. Might be a solicitor as well. So that's fantastic. Well, I think I'll throw it back to you, mate, to wrap up. But thank you for today. It's
No
been
worries.
informative.
Yeah, we have the full team there. So we obviously have conveyancers and lawyers in every state, building and pest inspectors in every state. Obviously, we've got you, the broker. You work in every state. So yeah, we've got renovation teams. As I said, we're doing 7 at the moment in 3 states. I have renovated actually in every state in Australia except the Northern Territory. So yeah, we've got people all over the place to help all of your clients.
Get in touch. When can our clients reach out to you? So what platforms? What's the best way to
Man, I'm everywhere on all socials. Oliver Jackson. Living Property pages don't use as much, but Living Property website is absolutely cracking. So you can get all your info there. You can book a call, a free hour chat to see if we can help you and see what we can do.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, AJ.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.